You can get the Green Gables as we walk by.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll just nail that shot through this window.
Thank you so much. Oh, I'll give it to him, actually. All right. Down to the right or left? Okay, perfect. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Day 2 of the PEI trip. We're playing Green Gables this morning. We're gonna do a 9-hole back 9 course vlog. Apparently, this is where all the picturesque holes are out here. I have never played this golf course. I've heard really good things. Apparently, there's some really cool viewpoints and just really cool holes. So, looking forward to it. Again, we're just gonna kind of start with goal of shooting even. I'm a scratch golfer. I can shoot high, I can shoot low. It all kind of depends on the day and how I'm feeling. So big goal is just shoot even every day this week and can see what we finish the week at even par with all the rounds away. So that's the goal. Green Gables Golf Club. How didn't that make sense? But I'm stiff. What is this?
I mean, I'm not a doctor, I'm a guy who makes videos, but.
All right, this is Casey. He drives the drone. Casey is quite a good golfer as well.
Debatable. That's all you, he had nothing good to say about you. He's like, I'm gonna go.
All right, guys, we are on the 10th hole, Green Gables Golf Club. It's a 234-yard par 3. Pretty tough way to start my morning. It's a little chilly out here. Didn't hit any range balls. Straight from the hotel here. Just gonna try to hit this green. That was actually pretty smooth. Oh my God, that could go in. No, never mind. That's it. Okay, I think that's just off the back left. Looks like a pretty straightforward chip shot. Pretty happy with that to start the day. No range balls, no warm up, straight out of the car. All I've had is a Tim Hortons iced coffee and a bagel. You know how much I love that. Pin high here. Pretty happy with the start. It's a tough hole. Got a goal for today. I want to hit 7 greens and regs, so that's 1 miss already. I do find that I'm a pretty good at hitting greens and regs, so I want to see if we can get 7. That's my goal for today. Basic up and down here. Got a good lie, nothing crazy. I'm gonna use a 60-degree, a little bump and run. Sit down. All right, little tester for par. I honestly probably wouldn't be that upset making a bogey in a hole like this, but I'm just not even gonna think about this. I'm just gonna tap it in. I think it's easier like that. All right, even through 1, pretty good start. See what other holes are ahead of us here, because I have no idea. I've never played here. I've heard good things though. Okay, we got a 425-yard par 4. It's the 11th hole again. We're playing the back 9 here. I don't love holes that I can't see where I'm landing the ball, especially for hitting driver, just because it doesn't really give me an idea of my start line. So I'm just gonna hit a little 2-wood out there. I'm gonna aim for the solar panel in the distance, because I think that looks like a pretty smart line. Okay, I pulled it a little bit, but I think it's just up the right side. It should actually be pretty good, I think. Yeah, saw it bounce. We should be in play. Okay, we hit a pretty good drive there. Again, I don't know what these golf courses do. This cart doesn't have a GPS. I probably should have got like a yardage book. I'm just relying on kind of Google Images right now on my phone to figure out where I'm going, which is low budget, but I'm low budget. So I'm kind of right side fairway here. I'm left with 145 yards to flag. I was gonna hit pitching wedge, but I think I'm actually gonna switch to little like punchy 9-iron. I haven't warmed up, so I'm pretty tight this morning. Got a front pin, definitely need to cut it in there. I can't land it left of that flag. I like the little hold off 9-iron in there. It's just right of it, middle of the green, I think. It's pretty good. All right, left with like looks like a 20-footer just right of it. Pretty good shot. I definitely didn't kind of cut it as much as I was hoping, but pretty happy with it. Okay, pretty good shot. A realistic putt to make as well, it looks like. So definitely gonna move left by the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna go just outside right. Looks like a pretty good line. And it also looks like it could be pretty quick, because it all looks like a pretty big bank down that way. All right, easy par. Even through 2. So far, I like this golf course. I know I've only played 2 holes, but pretty good condition. Green's really good. Some pretty nice holes, and I heard that there's some really good ones coming up that get kind of close to the water as well, so that's pretty cool. All right, so we are on 3rd hole here, Green Gables Golf Club. It's par 4, 344 yards. Looks like a little bit of a dogleg left. I'm just gonna hit a little driver off deck and kind of follow the curvature of the hole. Gotta do this shot just because I find that when I hit driver off deck, it eliminates one side of the golf course. I never go right with it. I have room left here, so I can just peel one, like I said, follow the hole. Okay, should be pretty good. Yeah, it's maybe right rough, but I think it just snuck into the fairway. It's pretty good. I don't know what my camera guy was over there.
Over there, man. Oh, I was fighting a spider. I look over and he's just smacking the towel against the spider.
I didn't have to look over. I figured there was something going on over there. Did think it was going to take this bank a little bit more. It is pretty dewy out here this morning, so ball's not really rolling that far. Got 130 yards. I'm gonna go full gap wedge here. It is playing a little bit downhill, it looks like, so I think a full one of these shouldn't put me long. If anything, it might come a little short, which should leave me a little bit easier putt. So they definitely have these pins kind of tucked though. This one's pretty close to that right edge. Gotta go. Go. All right, stay. All right, if you're playing golf courses in the morning or when it's wet, you do have to take into account wet golf balls. When the water hits the grooves and like at impact, it can do a lot of weird things to spin rates. So you either can get a jumpy one or it comes out really dead. That one came out pretty dead. I hit it pretty good, but I mean, that only flew like 120 yards. So definitely didn't come out as hot as like a normal shot off like dry conditions. I don't use rangefinders very often. I'm pretty good. I find it just like looking at a flag, gauging roughly how far it is. As I said earlier, my whole golf game is about hitting greens and reg. I don't necessarily look at pins thinking like, I need to hit this close. I look at how big the green surface is and just try to hit the green. And I think for me, that allows me to not be so focused on like a small little yardage and more of like a big target. So for instance, this green, like, yeah, I have like a 35-foot putt here, but this green, it looks like it's 40 yards long, 30 yards long, and 20 yards wide. That's a big target to hit. And I think hitting greens and reg is so important for everyday golfers. If you can hit greens, leave it up to your putting, you're gonna score better, obviously. That's pretty common sense, but I think less focus on a small little flag, more focus on a big target, a good thing. Okay, so we have like about a 40-footer up the hill here. Again, not a great shot, but my goal was 7 greens and reg. We're 2 through 3, so we're kind of on track. Again, with like these small target, big targets, hitting a bigger target, this is what works for me. Everyone's a little different. Some people like to aim small and miss small. I find when I aim big, I miss small. So it just gives me a little bit more variance to miss when I don't just hone in on a small little flag on a green. It's gonna be quite slow, it looks like. Definitely gonna have to hit it. I think it was tracking. You'll also notice that I don't spend a lot of time reading greens. I kind of just go what is my first instinct, looking at the green, and then worry about good pace. If your pace is good, it doesn't really matter if you miss a green read or don't hit your spot, because if you'll hit it to like a pretty good radius of the hole, which is really important for me in those long putts like that. All right, I gotta say fourth hole, it's the back nine. What is this, 13th hole? We're starting the back nine, so it's the 13th hole. It's a 453-yard, slight dogleg left par 4. Pretty long hole, and the ball's not rolling very far, so I can't expect having a very short club into this on my second shot. Gonna hit a cut driver. It's a good thing about it is favorable to that stock shot of mine off the tee. Start at that tree you see in the distance there, the tall one, and leak it off that right, or left, sorry. That was absolutely perfect. Yeah, that was probably my best swing in terms of hitting my spot and having it go finish to where I kind of envisioned it. So this is, it's nice to see that it's slowly starting to come back here, especially on a tough hole like this. All right, really good drive here. 155 yards. This looks like a pretty gettable pin, to be honest. I'm gonna hit a little kind of soft cut 8-iron in there. Again, I'm trying to incorporate more controlled swings into my game. I do get the tendency to just rip at everything. And I think when I'm playing my best golf, I'm able to hit these like hold off cuts in there. This isn't a sling pin at all. So when there's a sling pin, there will be some slings. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna go 8-iron, slight wind into the face, and just feed one in there. Oops. Hold on. Okay. I kind of got away with that. I know that's just left of the flag there. My goal was actually to land it right and take the slope down. So it looks like you have a little bit of room there to kind of bleed one in, but aim big, miss small. That's always my goal here. Another pretty good shot in there. It's not really a makeable putt, I'd say, but another green and regs. Now we're 3 for 4, trending nicely to that goal of 7. It's gonna be a slow one, I think, pretty up the hill. I was just saying to Cody and Casey, I'm really enjoying this course, actually. Like, that was an awesome hole. Really, really nice. I can definitely feel in my feet that this thing is gonna snap left. So bad. Again, good speed, so I can't be too upset with it, but for the minute I hit that, I knew I had missed it low, which I don't love. Even through 4, it's been pretty lackluster so far. Hopefully I can make some birdies in these upcoming holes. Good thing about this back 9 here at Green Gables is 2 par 5s to finish. So if I can keep making pars, I know those last 2 par 5s are super reachable, so we got that to look forward to. Okay, 14th hole. It's a 353-yard par 4, slight dogleg right. Looks like I just have to hit it out there to like the 150 stakes. We're gonna hit a 3-iron. Just put this in the bag today. Took out my old 3-wood, just 'cause I figured I didn't really use it much. So switch it up. This thing's a bit of a butter knife. It's gonna require me to hit it properly, which no guarantees. It's a little bit pulled. I think it should be okay, just at the right side. Could be in the bunker, maybe. Not a great swing there, but we're golfing. Okay, 140 yards that flag. It wasn't a great shot again. Like I said, it was pretty average. I'm gonna go pitching wedge just because that last one I hit from the rough came out pretty dead. My stock pitching wedge goes like 145. So if I just hit a normal one here, I should be able to get it there. That pin looks like in the front. It doesn't look like you want to be short. Gotta cut just 2 more feet. Ooh, great bounce. All right, we're putting. I got a bit of a lucky bounce there off that right hill, but it does look like it's angled that way, so it's not that lucky. 4 for 5 in greens and reg. So we are very much on this pace to hit my 7 greens and reg, especially with 2 par 5s coming up. So hopefully with all being good off the tee, I'll be 6 there, and I just have to hit 1 more green. So this is good. All right, probably my best look at birdie so far today. Got about called a 7 or a 15-footer down the hill. Again, gonna be super quick. Everything looks like it feeds hard after that pin. Looks like it's pretty straight though. Maybe a little bit right movement. Could be wrong though. Yeah, this is gonna be lightning fast. I can already tell that I'm just gonna have to literally touch this. Like, that's just really bad, really bad. Like, I don't know if I pulled it right off the start, but 5 pars to start my day. Not overly upset with that, but that was a terrible stroke. You're not expected to make every 15-footer you hit, but you gotta at least give it a shot. And the minute that left the blade, I had no chance, so, oh well. Okay, 15th hole, dogleg right, par 4, 408 yards on the card. See, this is somewhere where a lot of people will be like, why aren't you drawing this off the tee? For me, I can start a cut over the kind of the woods here and just leak it left. My miss will be left rough at worst. This is something that I get asked a lot, especially on my Instagram, is like, every time I'm on dogleg right, people are like, why aren't you drawing it? That's why. For me, if I can start it over trees and bring it back, I'm just gonna pretend it's not even a dogleg right. I'm just gonna pretend it's a straight hole. So that's the plan here. Take it out over those right trees, just leak it back. Just left of that bunker you can see poking out on the right side. Yeah, it should be really good there. Yeah, so I pretty much landed exactly where I wanted to, just left of the bunker, pretty much in the corner of the dogleg. I probably only have 130 yards, 120 yards in on the next shot. So could have hit a draw, but the draw would have brought in probably a bit of a double miss, which I didn't want. And since it's my first time playing the golf course, I don't know how much of that corner I can chew off. So I kind of have to play to what's in front of you. This is my second time in PI, first time playing a bunch of the golf courses. So far, it's been really, really cool. We're staying in a really cool place, downtown Charlottetown, that's like tons of restaurants, tons of places to kind of visit. If you're looking for kind of a cool destination with a lot of golf, I would definitely suggest it so far. It's definitely surpassed my expectations. And this golf course has been I've really enjoyed it so far. So we have a couple other ones lined up the next few days. So we're gonna figure out if we're gonna do 9 or 18 hole vlogs. Then I'm not really sure what the plan is yet. We're kind of just winging it, but hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Leave a comment below if there's anything you'd like to change. I think for me, setting little goals like 7 greens and reg or like 10 fairways is good things for me to do during the round just to keep me kind of busy and focused on like a goal, which is for me pretty important because sometimes I can get sidetracked in other stuff, just hitting dumb shots. So hopefully this will actually allow me to shoot some scores on this channel instead of me just shooting wild shots. There's still gonna be lots of wild shots when their pins call for it. So far we haven't been able to sling one today because there hasn't been a sling pin. Hopefully we get a back right pin soon where I can really bend one in there for us. All right, we have 125 yards left to another front pin there. I know I just said I'm not gonna sling it, but I actually kind of like the sling on this hole, just because the green slope this way. So if I do put some side spin on it, it's gonna spin up the hill, which won't get away from me right. So that's why I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go gap wedge, kind of aim for that little birch tree that's on the left of the fairway there, and just hook it in there. Try to land it just left of the flag is my goal here. That is really good. All right. Wasn't really a sling, it was almost like a baby draw, but landed it just left of the flag, which pretty much exactly what I wanted to do. I think I have a pretty makeable putt there as well. Pretty happy with that. I do feel like my feel's coming back a bit, which I am really enjoying because I hate when I can't curve the golf ball with confidence. I feel like I rely on that so much, and when I don't see the ball curving, that's when my game really suffers. So it feels good to hit some shots that are pretty much bang on where I was aiming. I mean, if you pan that camera over right there, that is pretty stiff in there. I'm pretty happy with that. Haven't had any tap-ins yet this trip for birdie. It's my first, like, not tap-in. I do have to grind over this because putting isn't my strength, but looks like about a 3-footer, a little bit of break, landed nice and soft. I actually didn't notice from back there just how sloped this green is this way. So not only is it sloping right to left, but it's also sloping from front to back, which is always a bit of a challenge on those approach shots. All right, I'm gonna take as little thought into this as possible. I'm not even gonna mark it. I'm just gonna step up, right edge firm, commit, and hit it. Okay, we've hit 6 greens. How many holes do we have left? 15, 5 out of 6 greens. We're 1 under par, no bogeys so far, so we're going bogey free, which I don't know the last time I went on a 9-hole bogey free round of golf, so pleasantly surprised. This place is extremely good. This par 3, like it's like we got a long 206 flag and it's a back right flag. So I did promise if it was back right, we know what we're gonna hit. We're gonna be slinging one. I'm gonna go 5-iron. I'm gonna start at left side green and just kind of sling it back there. And this is one that I'm very confident. It's not just for show. It's not just to do it. This is to get the ball close to the hole. And I think I want people to know that I don't just do this because it looks cool. I do it because it's a back right pin, and why the hell wouldn't I? So see how close we can hit this. I really feel confident about this one. I think this is like a perfect little shot. Just gonna let my drone pilot come up here. I don't know, I'm gonna wait. You good? Perfect.
Are you on the green?
Yeah, he's on the green. All right, 5-iron. Sling, starting left side of the green. Land it just left of that flag. Have the slope. Actually, I got the slope kind of working against me, but it's a good thing. Hook more, hook. Okay. Perfect club. I don't know what it is. The last 2 rounds in PI, I'm just having it starts hooking and then it just straightens out. It's another green and reg though. So that's now 6 out of 7, I believe. Yeah, 6 out of 7 greens and reg. I was a little touch and go there for a second. I'm pin high. I got a 50-foot putt, 2-putt, never gonna hurt you. I'm gonna video one here for the Instagram. Okay, probably the longest putt we've had yet. And it looks like it's a pretty tricky putt. So on these long ones, I really try to just look at like a 2-foot radius around the hole. That's my goal. I don't just zone in on that little spot where the cup is. Again, it's very similar to what I do when I'm trying to hit greens and reg. Aim big, miss small. So I'm envisioning a massive hole that's 2-foot circle around that. That's all I'm trying to hit it into. It's definitely gonna go right. I'm definitely gonna have to give this a good hit. Okay, Again, really good line. I definitely have a little bit of work left on that one. About a 3-footer, so I kind of just missed it. I don't like leaving those short, but it's a 50-foot putt. I can't really be too picky with it. I have been, this length putt has been all of a sudden become really comfortable for me, which has been nice because I used to be pretty bad at these, but I've kind of just started feeling really confident over shorter putts. I just picked my line, hit it kind of firm. So we're gonna go left edge firm here. Okay, another par, still bogey free. 6 greens through 7, and now we have 2 par 5s to finish this 9s. All right, so my new goal for this round is gonna be 3 under par, 8 greens in reg. Haven't hit a ton of fairways, which is, I mean, it's not normal for me to hit fairways, but I think that's gonna be pretty solid golf, I think. Again, I played a tournament a couple weeks ago. I shot 71. I think I hit 16 greens that round, so I've been hitting a ton of greens in reg lately, which is, it's nice because that's kind of what my old strength with golf was peppering greens and missing putts. Yeah, this tee shot here, so we're on the 17th hole. It's quite a short par 5. I think it's only like 500 yards, but you're pretty much in the water, which is, they were saying the old layout of this golf course was like in the dunes and stuff, which was, I guess the conservation areas weren't overly happy, so they kind of had to reroute it a bit, but this tee shot, it looks really, really cool. Well, like I just mentioned, we got a 500-yard par 5, pretty wide off the tee. So if I can hit a good drive here, pretty damn good chance at making a birdie. So we can do here, we're gonna hit a cut, stock cut. Gonna kind of start it the blue and the white tee deck. That's like my start line. Probably the right side of it and just bend it. Because I know that my miss is an overcut 9 times out of 10. So I'm just gonna play for that. Again, driver hasn't felt that great the last couple days, so see if we can just hit a good one here. Okay, that was a terrible swing. It's in the fairway, I think. All right, I would call that a good miss. I hit that high in the face, kind of felt my body swaying around a lot. Probably had like 1,200 RPM of spin and kind of fell out of the sky, but we're in play. Never gonna be upset with a drive in play on a par 5, I think. Gives me a shot that I can still get home in 2. All right, we have 230 yards left to the flag. I hit that drive terrible. I think I went 270 yards or something. But we're in the fairway, so not gonna be upset with that. We're gonna go 7 wood. It looks like it's dead downwind, so I'm gonna try to like feather cut in there. I do not wanna go long, so high cut 7 wood. I like my chances here. Sit, sit, sit. All right, I went long there. So that was the old hit about an inch behind the ball and kill all the spin. That probably had similar driver spin numbers. Like that was, that came out with no spin. Landed kind of in the middle of the green and just scooted off the back. But pretty good chance to get up and down, I think. I don't hate where it ended up. It's pretty nice, pretty happy with myself. Like I said, generally when I chunk the wood like that, just that little bit of chunk kills all spin. Plus you factor in how much downwind this is playing. I probably hit that 7 wood there close to 250 yards because it was 235 stick and I'm like 15, 20 yards long of it. So not a bad miss, honestly. Straightforward up and down. I think I just have to get this thing running. It's actually a relatively bad lie. It's kind of sitting on like a little bit of a rut. Okay, that was really good. Really good. Like I was sitting in like quite a bare spot there. A little bump and run. It's a tap-in birdie. That gets us to 2 under, 1 hole to play, another par 5. I love golf courses where you have 2 par 5s to look forward to at the end of your round because they're like, you feel like you can birdie those a lot, especially when they're reachable ones. Let's quickly finish this off. Okay. That's 7 greens in reg. We've officially hit my goal from the start of the day. And yeah, let's see if we can get to 8 green in regs. All right, final hole. This, I'm pretty happy. This is pretty good golf today. I don't know, Cody, you see me play some golf. Yeah, this is pretty,
yeah. I also feel like some of those bomb putts have like been like right on track.
Yeah, I mean, you don't expect to make them, but it's always nice when you're hitting your lines with your putter. And I'd say my putting is actually, with the exception of a couple bad rounds that I've thrown in, I've been putting really, really well. I was in Myrtle Beach a few days ago and We made everything, my partner and I, in a 2-person scramble, and I was literally just rolling in 20 footers pretty easily. So it's nice that I think the putting's finally trending in the right direction, because it's been a couple years of some really suspect putting. Okay, we are on the final hole. Green Gables Golf Club. It's the 18th hole. It's par 5, 517 yards. We're right beside the Green Gables Visitor Center. Green Gables, the book, the movie, it's all kind of based in this area. So there's quite a big tourism attraction for people. We're probably gonna check it out after. Love that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go 2-wood off this tee. I was told, I haven't played here before, but I was told there's a big dip that goes down that you can hit driver down, but it's a blind second shot, which I don't want. So I'd rather have a longer club in on my second shot and be able to see the flag rather than have some stupid stance. So we're just gonna hit a little cut 3-wood, start it up the right. Really, really stock one here. Okay, should be pretty good there. Pretty good shot there. Just catching the woods is a little fat, which I definitely want to sort out. We got 275 yards, roughly, to that flag. Slight downslope. We're gonna go 2-wood on this par 5. I think I can get home if I hit a good one. Goal is just to leave this in a good spot where I have a chance of making another birdie. Oh, that could be really good if it just goes. Oh, that might have just snuck off the back, but I think that landed like 10 feet from the flag. And I didn't catch that one fat. That one actually came out pretty nice. So I say 2-wood. It's actually a 13-degree 3-wood, so I've got cranked all the way down to the lower loft. It's just nice to hit off the tee or these long par 5s. That came very close. I am on the green. Oh, shit. Man, it landed so close to the hole, but obviously it's not gonna stop. Got a bit of, called a 50, another 50-foot putt. But that's 8 greens and reg through 9 holes, which, again, I'm pretty stoked about that. Got a 50-foot putt, 2-putt to shoot 3 under. Pretty good line from 275 yards or whatever I was there. We're all the way at the back. I also have this ridge I have to deal with. It's gonna be quite slow at the start, and then it's gonna really dip down to the right. Definitely a putt that I gotta worry about good pace, or else it's gonna have 0 chance of taking the correct breaks. This is honestly quite a tough 2-putt, I think. This is one I'm gonna say a 3-foot radius. The par 3 I said 2-foot. This one I'm going a 3-foot radius that I would love to get it within. Set, 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 set. That might have gone 15 feet long. So I just shot 4 under, back 9, Green Gables, bogey free, 8 greens in reg. I mean, that was lucky because that was a good 3-putt, probably. That thing was humming. That's pretty good golf for me. I can't remember the last time I shot 4 under in 9 holes. Been playing well, but I haven't been going like 4 or 5 under. I've been going like 2 under. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love if you subscribe to the channel. Obviously, we're just starting out on this YouTube journey. Instagram's been my main focus, and I would love for everyone to come along, following us, doing some traveling like this, and playing some pretty cool golf courses. So smash that subscribe button, like this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Dude, I can't believe that went in. Can you talk about that? That was wild. I didn't even know how to react. I actually don't know how was I supposed to react on that? Like, I was in shock. Shocked. I was in shock. Not to mention, it was legitimately going 15 feet by if it missed. Like, it was pumping. But, I mean, you gotta get lucky to be good sometimes, you know?